You have the ability to do whatever you put your mind, your body, and your soul into. And I would encourage you to invest in yourself this year.
Bitch, I'm from Texas, where we should ride in swangers and put diamonds in our necklace.
What's up, Closer Nation? Hey, yo, let's hang out, man. Y'all listen to me on the podcast all the time, and I appreciate that. You've given me a lot of 5-star reviews. Keep those bad boys coming. But let's hang out. Let's hang out the first weekend of June. In June, I'm throwing the biggest event I've ever thrown in my career. And that's a lot, y'all, because I throw big events. Throwing the biggest event I've ever thrown in my career. We've already sold, maybe by the time this is launching, 1,000 tickets. We've already sold hundreds of tickets already just in the last couple days to $1 Million Mastermind 2023. Some of the speakers there, Wes Watson, Aaron Singerman, Ryan Stewman, of course, Billy Jean, Marks Barnes at him 500. Dude, we have a line up, and that's not even the celebrities that I got coming, the rappers I got coming. We're going to do it big this year, just like we did it last year and the year before that and the year before that. This is one of the longest running events in the event industry right now, and one of the biggest ones, and in my opinion, in the opinion of 2,600 people that attended last year, is the best motherfucking event on the planet with the best people to get around. And you can get your tickets right now as low as $99 for going to $1,000,000mastermind.com. That's right, my event. So it's not like I'm speaking at somebody else's event. My event, my team. Come see what makes us so special. Come get around us and see how we operate. Come see how my team moves, how they operate, how they take care of things, how they interact with the staff, how friendly we are. Let's take pictures together. Like, our events are different. I don't go hide backstage and keep away from people. MDM 2022, I stood out front and took like 300 pictures on day 2 of the event. That's how I get down. I want to be a part of what's going on. I sit in the audience. I go backstage, meet the speakers, come sit in the audience, watch them speak. I shake hands, kiss babies. There's no babies allowed, by the way. Somebody always asks, well, can I bring my kids? No, we want a room full of successful adults that are winning to help each other. And I love your kids, and I get it. You want to bring your kids, and you want them to have this experience, but they ain't ready yet. They ain't ready. This is for adults. Shit, some adults ain't ready, but this is for adults. Get your kids a book and a YouTube video. They'll probably enjoy that even more. But this event is for adults. This is for us winners to connect with each other, right? $1,000,000mastermind.com. So, all right, everybody's talking about it. What do we invest in 2023? Right? Like, shit, what are you putting your money in, Ryan? You know, I get a call every day from one of my friends. It's like, hey, man, what are you putting your money in right now? What are you looking at right now? Everybody's shopping around. Everybody's nervous. Everybody's paranoid. The truth is, I give a fuck. Here's what I know. I live by a code called the G code. And every day, good economy, bad economy, good hands, bad hands, good health, bad health, good mind, bad mind. I'm going to fucking do the work, and I'm going to live by this code, and I'm going to get 1% better today than I was yesterday, and I'm in pursuit of that for the rest of my life. That meaning I can't get worse. I'm not going to digress, so I'm going to keep pushing forward. So I can't believe in recessions. I just believe in maybe you're having a recession, but we over here, we having a good damn time. That's what we having. Oh, maybe the country's having a recession, but we over here in possession of everything that we ever wanted in life and more. And so I say that not because, hey, I'm egotistical or this guy's confidence is off the charts. And I've been through this before. I've charted these waters before. So I want to tell you what I've invested in, what I'm going to continue to invest in that's made me the most money ever, right? Like, this is that thing that every time I put money into it, 100% of the times it's giving me a return on investment, sometimes 10%, sometimes 100%, as much as 10,000%. But sometimes the 10,000% is a very rare thing, right? Like, sometimes I get a hit. It's not crypto. It's not real estate. It's not stock market. It's this one thing that I can trust to put money in, and I've been putting money in it for a long time now, and it has consistently paid off. So it has the track record. Right? It has the capacity, the track record, the proof, all the stuff that you need to see. I'm watching the Bernie Madoff special that's on Netflix right now, and Bernie Madoff, he was, from what I could tell, he was the king of the takeaway clothes. He would say, well, if you want to ask all those questions, I'll just give you your money back. Like, and everybody, no, I don't want my money back, Bernie. I need you to keep growing my money for me. But that was his thing. He was the king of the takeaway clothes. And I say that because he promised to give people these crazy return on investments and was paying these crazy fees and everything else. And it turned out to be fake. But what I'm about to tell you works 100% of the time. It's got the proof, the track record, everything else. All right. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about investing in me. 100% of the time that I've invested in myself. Maybe you're this way, maybe you're not. We're not talking about you right now. We're talking about me. 100% of the time I've invested in me, I've gotten a return. Let me tell you a story. In 2012, I filled out an application online for this like mastermind thing. And I filled out the app. I had no idea how much it was going to cost. I got on the phone with the salesperson a day or two later. The salesperson says it's $8,000, but if you'll commit today, I'll let you in for $5,000. Fuck, I don't have $5,000. I don't. Salesperson said, well, can you get it? I said, I can get it in 48 hours. I was lying my ass off. I had no idea where the fuck I was. I had $5,000. Might as well have been 500 million to me right now. It's just like, there was no way I was getting it. And I got a better chance of getting 500 million right now than I probably had getting 5,000 back then. Like, my bank account was empty. I didn't have credit cards. Y'all, Dave Ramsey, if he'd have had my phone number, he'd call me crying. That's how bad it was, right? But I found somebody who would let me use their credit card, and then I ended up exchanging some really unfavorable sexual favors for it. No, I'm just playing. But somebody did let me use their credit card to pay for it, and I ended up paying them back. And that person's still a part of my life, by the way. But then I found out that not only was it $5,000, I had to fly to an event that cost another $400 or $500 for plane tickets. I think I flew Spirit Air for like $200. Like, scary, man. Like, I'd rather drive through the south side of Chicago at 2 a.m. than fly on Spirit Air. I'm shitting you not. And I go and fly Spirit Air, and I go to Vegas, which is where this event's at, and I don't stay in the Cosmo or the Aria or the Wynn. No, I stayed in some one-off hotel that you see on episodes of Cops where like meth and hookers and shit are all at, man, because that's all I could afford. But I made it to the event, and I invested in myself, say $6,000, only to find out that was just the first month's payment. I had committed to 5 months of this, okay? This is why you should pay attention to details, people. But I'm there. I did the work. Shit worked out. And you know what I learned at that event? I learned how to throw events. I know I went to an event to learn events, but what better way to demonstrate it than live and in person, right? But I spent $25,000 to learn how to throw events. So how has that made me money? Month one, I threw an event. 6 people showed up. I charged them $5,000 each. That's $30,000. Month two, 3 people showed up. That's $15,000. Month 3, 15 people or so showed up. Month 4, 20 or so people showed up. Here we are. I don't know, 120 or so months later, and now 4,000 people attend these events. Now we make 8 figures from an event. Not all profit, but in revenue. And I want you to understand, that was from an investment in myself. 2014, 13, I invested another $25,000 into a program to learn how to make websites. Again, I didn't have that money at the time. Throwing events, we're putting and dumping money back into every dollar I got was going back into business. If you're self-employed, if you're just getting started, you know how that shit is. But I put another 25 grand in. I learned how to make these websites. I go and I didn't like the websites, and I committed $100,000. Another 25,000. So I'm 50 deep into not only I learned the shit, but I made something better, phone sites. That $50,000 investment, 25 to start the software, 25 to join the mastermind. $50,000 was an insane amount of money to me at that time. There's no fucking way I had it. The $50,000 was Just as bad as that $5,000 if I'd had a phone, Dave Ramsey. Damn it, Ryan, you're breaking my heart. You're going to give me a fucking... Yep. But you know what? Now Phone Sites is multiple millions a year. That investment, and I don't know shit about running a software company. It took me, I've had Phone Sites for almost 5 years now. It took a while to get this thing running, but now it's a multiple 7-figure on its way to 8-figure company per year. We're building enterprise solutions with this thing. I have a suite of software because I invested in myself. I got the track record. I never lose. You know, have I lost investments? Yeah, I put money in other people's hands. I've lost over $1 million in investments that haven't paid out. And I say lost because at any point they could be like, oh, we got it back together and come back. They're still existing businesses, but over $1 million. Whereas if I'd invested, I'm talking about, man, I invested $50,000 in myself. I got a damn near, I got 6-figure a month recurring revenue stream from a $50,000 investment. I've got from that $25,000 a month, I've got a multiple 7-figure per month revenue stream coming in from that investment. Imagine if I'd have put $1 million. Last year, I invested like $5 million or so into MDM. Became one of the greatest events, and we'll piggyback this year too. This year I've committed to investing in myself in the form of making a cinematic movie about the book Hardcore Closer. Super pumped about that. But I want you to think, are you investing in yourself? And I'm telling you, hey, yeah, join Apex. That's awesome. We want you to be a part of it. But a lot of people, they act like this. They get money. Let's say it's your first $1 million year. We'll use round numbers here. They get money and they're like, I've got extra. There's never extra, but I got extra money. That's responsibility. I don't want the responsibility. Who can I get that responsibility to? And they say, oh, you invest it, because if that person invested, they lose it. And then they don't have to take the responsibility for it. They say, oh, you lost it. Oh, well, I gave that to you. That was your responsibility. They can blame. If they lose it themselves, they have nobody to blame. But here's the thing. Responsibility in investing in yourself, you have to invest in yourself to increase your level of responsibility. If you, I had to invest $50,000 into myself in order to increase the responsibility of 15,000 users at Phone Sites right now. To increase the responsibility of not blowing that money that's coming in every month, but reinvesting it back into the company, back into the employees, back into the infrastructure, back into the technology. You see, in 2023, I'm investing in me. I'm the best investment there is. Chances are you're the best investment there is too. Maybe you've lost a couple of deals, but I bet you've won a couple too. And here's the truth. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're really just not willing to do the work. That's the thing about me. I'm always willing to do the work, so it doesn't matter what it is, I'm going to go do it. And I'm gonna get my money back. We were talking the other day, it's like my employee said, if you would have been at that event and you would have heard the first 2-hour speech, you would have missed the rest of the event because you'd have went and got your money back. You'd have went and hustled and sold and used the stuff and implemented that you learned, and you'd already made your money back and then some. Because I'm investing in 2023, I'm investing in me. I'm the best ROI that I can get. You're the best ROI you can get too if you're willing to do the work. So I would encourage you this year. The stock market's down. Crypto's down. Real estate's down. Everybody's down. 4 flat tires. But you're not down. You have the ability to go all the way up, right? You have the ability to go to the apex. You have the ability to do whatever you put your mind, your body, and your soul into. And I would encourage you to invest in yourself this year. If you're looking for somebody to help you, if you're looking for a way that you can invest in yourself and get others to invest in you as well, you should join our Apex community. You can go to jointheapex.com. You can get all the information about it there. But Maybe you need to, maybe it's not Apex for you. Maybe it's investing in your companies instead of giving it to some third party to manage in a 401k or a real estate syndication. You invest back into your main thing. If you don't have $100 million a year business, you should probably be investing in your main thing more than you are currently anyway to grow it, because it's not grown to capacity no matter how small you think it's not big enough. So with that being said, make 2023 the year you invest in me. Well, or you know what I mean. In 2023, I'm investing in me. Rise above.